Things have not gone down the way they were supposed to this year in Nevada. The Republican Party was hoping to make a huge national issue, a huge national story, to lead the political news all year long by winning Harry Reid's Senate seat, by making the majority leader of the Democratic Party lose his seat at home. Then, the Republican frontrunner, Sue Loudon, turned into the pay your doctor with a chicken lady. Her campaign imploded, and Nevada Republicans ended up instead with Sharron Angle. Sharron Angle has been the Republican nominee for 3 weeks now, and so far she has pursued a phenomenal campaign strategy of only talking to super right-wing media. She has talked so far to Fox and Friends, to Human Events, to the National Review, to Roger Hedgecock, to the Rush Limbaugh Show with a guest host because Mr. Limbaugh was off that day. She's talked to Lars Larson, and she's talked to local conservative talk radio. That's it. She hasn't talked to anyone outside the conservative bubble, anyone who might threaten to ask her a real question. And not just on the national level. Sharron Angle won't even talk to journalists in Nevada. This is what Nevada voters, and by extension a national audience, have seen so far of the great Republican hope for 2010. This is Sharron Angle meeting the press, running through a parking lot, pretending that Nevada reporter isn't there and isn't talking to her. Sharron Angle's media strategy might make sense if she were still running a primary campaign among Republicans, if she were only trying to engage and energize her base. But this is the general election now. Her unwillingness to talk to anyone outside the conservative echo chamber has become the national story about her. That's not the national story that Republicans thought they would be getting out of this race. So tonight it is finally happening. Sharron Angle has finally agreed to do a real interview with a real journalist. The Dean of Nevada Political Journalism, John Ralston, a frequent guest on this program, is tonight getting the first chance to question Sharron Angle since she won the Senate nomination. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. I mean, think about what Sharron Angle has already admitted, even just in the interviews with people who already agree with her. I mean, just from talking to people who won't confront her. Remember the Second Amendment remedies thing?
You know, if this Congress keeps going the way it is, people are really looking toward those Second Amendment remedies. They're saying, my goodness, what can we do to turn this country around?
That's not something she said because she panicked because she got asked a hard question. She volunteered that. She says if conservatives don't get what they want from the political process, they're going to turn to Second Amendment remedies. They're going to use the right to keep and bear arms to get what they want. Yeah, that's going to need some explaining. She said it at least 3 times on the record. And then there are her plans to abolish the Environmental Protection Agency and the Department of Education, and she wants to privatize Social Security. I'm sorry? Oh, no, wait. I'm being told she wants to personalize Social Security. Totally different. If by different you mean exactly the same. That's the stuff she has admitted to when talking to friendly interviewers. What would she say to a real journalist? Now Nevadan Democrats are circulating an interview that Sharron Angle did back in January on the Bill Manders radio show about whether a woman can get an abortion in the case of rape or incest.
I, too, am pro-life, but I'm also pro-choice. Do you understand what I say when I mean that?
Well, I'm pro-responsible choice.
Right.
You know, there's choice to abstain, choice to do contraception.
Is there any reason at all? Is there any reason at all for an abortion?
Not in my book.
So in others, rape and incest would not be something?
You know, I'm a Christian.
Right.
And I believe that God has a plan and a purpose for each one of our lives, and that He can intercede in all kinds of situations, and we need to have a little faith in many things.
Let's just be clear. What Sharron Angle is saying that for women is that for women who are raped, who by definition don't have a choice about, like she says, abstinence or contraception, well, that's all part of God's plan. It's part of God's plan for the government to force you to bear your rapist's child. Oh, please, can I ask a follow-up question? This is what Sharron Angle has been saying among friends in conservative media, and tonight, for the first time since she won the nomination, she's going to be asked actual questions about her actual views. It's happening right now. Sharron Second Amendment Remedies Angle and John Ralston. And we're going to bring it to you next. I cannot wait.